Sam Rayburn really adopted my father as a project. He met him as a young man, and very young man. Daddy was first elected at age 26, and then came back after being defeated in 1942, came back to Congress in 1946, so at that point he would have been 32. And Mr. Sam decided that he was a bright young man from the South, and he took him under his wing and really taught him and mentored him, and then created the position of deputy whip for him. At that point, it didn't exist, and then when it was created, it was just one. And Mr. Sam did that really to put my father on the leadership ladder, and it worked.
What about Lyndon Johnson? Was he also someone that came to your house frequently, and then what was the relationship like with your father?
Lyndon Johnson and my father were also very close, nowhere near as close as Lady Bird Johnson and my mother were. But Lyndon Johnson was not an easy person to be friendly with, because he had a really volcanic temper, but he also had a tremendous sweetness, and he appreciated the friendship of his friends and his friendship with his children, which he talked about. My parents had a wedding dinner for Linda and Chuck Robb a couple of nights before their wedding, and the president did at that point talk about how his father's friends had mentored him and been so important in his life, and he was so grateful that his friends were friends with his children. And so there was a closeness and a familial relationship there, even though it could be a tense political relationship, because these men were both men of great ego, and they were politicians, and sometimes they clashed. But the women were the best of friends, and my mother and Mrs. Johnson stayed very close friends until Mrs. Johnson's death.